Hello everyone and welcome back to Patty's Hobby World. Looks like we're going to finish coloring up this a little bit more and see what we come out. I think that's good enough right there. I'm going to be working right in the center. I had to switch the camera around because I noticed that my hand was always in the way. And I'm like, well, we can't have that. So hopefully that'll be good enough. I hope it's clear for you. It does look pretty. So I'm going to color this way now so my hand is not in the way of the camera. So as you see, what I've done is I have colored most of the flowers. We're going to work on the leaves now. And then what I did back here, you can notice I made it the black background, then some of the gray, and as it comes to the front, I did it all in here to make it pop. Try to get the black areas as black as I could, and then some of the grayer areas a little grayer, so it kind of makes it pop. And I think I am going to do a background so that these gears and things will pop out, because I'm not going to make them gold. I know a lot of people had did the gold, and I'm not going to do it gold, so I think I'm just going to try something different. So let's color some leaves, and let's hide some dark color leaves. And then my next video will be the finish, and then you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to try to get this video. And it looks like this marker is just about gone. I've got to remember when my markers, I have to put them aside so that I can throw them away. So as you see, I try to use an array of different colors for the flowers to make it look pretty. I used marker as my base, and then I came in with maybe some crayon to make sure we got that shading. So it creates a nice picture, nice flower. I could have done all this in crayon, but it's okay to use multimedia. So it's just a wonderful day in the neighborhood. The weather is rainy. I think that's some of the weather that's coming up from the coast. We have another little hurricane or something down there. So up here in Georgia, we get some of the moisture, which we need because Georgia's very, very dry. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the background yet. I'm still working on that, but we will know on the next video. So thanks again for all of my new subscribers. And for viewing my videos. Okay. What I do is when I do my leaves or anytime I color, I try to get kind of symmetrical So if I know if I have a dark leaf over on this side, I'm going to want a dark leaf over on this side. It also helps to curve down on the decision making in terms of, how am I going to color this one? You can always go 2 by 2. And yes, I will be able to get some shadow on this particular greenery here. I think this is part of it down here. I've got a coloring book coming in the mail from Amazon from one of the groups that I'm a member of on Facebook. So I'm waiting for that to come in. When that coloring book comes in, I'll do a flip through. It's one of her very first, I think one of her first few coloring books that she's come out with, so we're going to definitely support her. I wish I had the skill to make coloring books, be an artist like that. I'll just stick to coloring. I don't mind doing that. And then it's almost that time to make the butternut squash soup, because I made the corn chowder with the chicken, diced chicken and kale, potatoes. See, when I make my corn chowder, I make it really, really hearty. I try to throw everything in it. The idea behind corn chowder is making sure you keep the juice from your cans of corn. That's the secret. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's get another color out. I'm going to come over here to a little wider one. And that is way too dark. Because I've got all kinds of markers. This one's about dead. But I can use it as the base color and then highlight. They still work until they don't work anymore. Here's another color, green. And anytime you're working with leaves, use as many colors as you can. This may be a little too dark. Yeah, that's too dark. So I'm going to pull out my watercolors and see what we have here. We've got a couple of greens here, a couple dark ones. Let's try these 3 right here. So we'll definitely try those. And then we'll definitely do the shading. Allow it to dry for a minute because we're working on relatively thin paper. So before I go in with my other color, just gonna give it a minute to dry. Let's see, let's do this one right here. I'm not sure, what is that? Trying to figure, does this go down this way? Yeah. That's a different one. Okay. I'm going to keep those tips light. And then let's go this one over here. I'm just going to go in here and touch a couple of these right here. Just go in, create a little bit more color, which you can do. Let's see what this one does for us. Oh, this one's perfect. Okay, you see how that worked right there? Just a touch. How about that? And see, when you work with watercolors, watercolor markers, it's just creates a nice. Okay, so that, now let's see if this can be our third color. Just gonna check it out first. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Just a little shadow. I'm just gonna do just a little bit down here. I'm gonna come over here just a little bit. Just a touch. Just a little touch of green. That came out good. I really like that one. Let's do this one. Here's this one. Let's do this one a dark. I was on one of my groups on Facebook, and a lady was saying, how do y'all color so fast? Well, first it's practice, and then when you got set in your mind what you want something to look like, you go for it. You already have it mapped out in your head when you look at a picture, when you select a picture that you're going to do. And then when you know your colors, like anything else, when you know it, when I know that this color, what color this is going to give me, I know that I can go to it much quicker instead of doing it a little test on my paper. But that takes time, guys. And it takes time. Okay, I think that's it. You know what? Let's just do this one right here. So, and as you look around and you see the flowers, you can develop your own style and your own, you know, how you want your flowers to look. Like I said, I've watched enough YouTube channels, coloring artists who've got 38,000 subscribers and, you know, 15,000 subscribers. These girls are experts in their field. And they also been doing it for a long time. Okay. Just come in and give it a little bit of little light and dark there. I left the tips white. Create a little shading here. Just going to touch a little bit down here. Just going to give it a little touch. And you can always move around and touch a little bit here, touch a little bit there. There. I think that's good. So the next thing I'm going to do is get my marker out, because I think, if any of you know this picture, this wheel here was it was white in the back, and when I did that in black, I thought that turned out really well. So let's do this up here. I'm gonna do this up here, and let me see if I can get it a little closer. Without screwing it up, folks. Oh, look at how pretty. That does look good. So let's go up front. We'll do a little bit like that. So we're going to make that top part black, because I've been thinking about it. Right in here. I want this black in here. So I'm going to put this here just in case. And I will not use this bigger. I will need to use this smaller one. Okay. So we're just going to be really delicate around these flowers. So I drove 16 hours to get to my destination last Thursday. I had to attend a funeral, and then of course while I was there I saw some other people. A 16-hour drive. I know I get a lot of people, how do you do it? So in your prior military, you just get it in your mind to do it, and you do it. So, now last time I took that drive, I did stop off and get a hotel, but I couldn't sleep because of all of the banging. And I'm like, you know what? I might as well have just slept in my car and saved $100 to lay in a bed, because I got literally no sleep at all. None. And I think I actually left at 4 o'clock in the morning. But it is what it is. So, but my daughter came with me, so she rode what they call shotgun, in military term. She was my co-pilot, as my brother would say it. So she kind of helped me through. So how's that looking? Is that looking all right? Definitely going to do a different dimension against the flowers. Now we can really get an idea of what we want to do. This flower here, since it's going to be behind in front of a black background. So that's going to change the whole dynamic of the picture. going. I'm using a little smaller pen. If you can see the little chisel tip. I mean, well, it's not even chisel. It's a pinpoint. I would much rather have a bigger one, but I don't want to get the black on the flowers. I don't want to make a mistake. So we'll just do section by section. And always remember, when you're coloring, there's no wrong or right. No, this doesn't look like the other person's. It's not supposed to. This is your vision. It's supposed to be the way you want it to look. Now there's times where I've copied. I try to, see if I can duplicate someone else's because it's just like really perfect. It just coincides with what I'm thinking, but once I start, I'm like, no, I want to do it this way. No, I want to do it that way. So, and we are just about done here. What I'll do is I'll pop out the bigger Bic. And there you have it. Boom. Now I think that looks great. I think that turned out really, really well. Let's do this flower. Let's see what time we have. Okay, we got 6 minutes. Let's just do this flower real quick. I'll go all the way to the end with this one. And as always, if I run out of time, stay inspired and color, 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 okay? Yes, I see there's that little black spot right there, that spot that I have to get. So let's do this a pink and then we'll highlight it. And we'll do the shadows with a darker pink. And then I'll finish up the wheel because I still have to work all of this in here. So it's not really done yet, but it's almost done. And there's that little dark spot right here. This is part of the background. And let's do this one pink too, since we don't really have any pink flowers. When I started, I was going to do them all yellow. And I'm like, nah. Oh well, it is now. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. And then let's get I'm going to go in here in the watercolors. So watercolor, and then just go in here. Well, let's go ahead and do that. How about that? Get your shaded spots. We can get a little darker than that if we have to. I will just use a a dark orange should be able to create what I'm trying to do. Well, maybe red. Just to create some dark. Won't be much. And I can always use pencil. Get a little bit of black in there. Like an iris, there's a flower. Sometimes they have a little black in the middle. Just a shadow of it, nothing major. And then if you really want to get creative, we can actually, oh, I got 2 minutes, 3 minutes left. We can actually do a little bit of how about that? Who said we couldn't do that? All right. And there you have it, everyone. I will finish it up and I'll do a quick finish on the thing. And let's see what it looks like in full view. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. As always, stay inspired and color, color, color. Thank you.